Stella wants to be helpful. She wants to help me, but Stella, you gotta show me where the ants are coming from. Where are the ants coming from, Stella?
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the Lucky Ferals.
Right now it is about 1 p.m. and I was just about to head out for the afternoon, but there has been a drastic change of plans and I'm really not happy about this. So yesterday I found some ants down here, and because I saw them walking through the back door, I thought, okay, well, a few of them came in through the back door and you know, that's it. I killed the ones I saw and I figured, okay, I sprayed the back door down and there shouldn't be any more. Well, except for I just came downstairs to say goodbye to the cats before I left, right, Stella? And not only did I see a few ants, but I saw a whole trail of ants. And so they were like around here, and there was a little bit of food left from breakfast. And then the trail of ants went down here. Now this is where I have the green rug. They went alongside of the green rug. And then here's another green rug, and they went alongside of this green rug. They came all the way back here. And then at this point, they've kind of went this way, and there was a chair here. And from here, I don't know exactly where they went. They kind of dispersed. Either they dispersed or I could not find the trail from here, but they definitely went somewhere. So now I've had to cancel my plans, and I am in the process of tearing apart this room. Stella, are you going to help me? You can help me if you show me where the ants are coming from. Where are the ants coming from, Stella? I sent all the cats upstairs. Originally, the cats were going to stay down here the rest of the day because I was going out. But I sent them upstairs because I need to spray this place down. I'm thinking what I'm going to have to do is not only vacuum all these rugs, but also take out my new Hoover shampooer and shampoo the rugs. In which case, that means the cats might be relocated upstairs for a few days. Right, Stella? You might have to live upstairs for a few days, and no, you don't like that. Okay. Stella wants to be helpful. She wants to help me, but Stella, you gotta show me where the ants are coming from. Where are the ants coming from, Stella? Boo's looking. Boo, we have ants down here. We have to get rid of the ants, Boo, okay? No food, we gotta get rid of the ants, okay? Right now it's about 2:20 p.m. and I have this whole room completely torn up. This is the couch where the cats had their round beds. So I'm cleaning this off. I want to throw everything in the wash. So this is all gonna go in the wash. And right now there's just a whole big pile of stuff like in this side of the room. I'm really thinking about rearranging the furniture while I have everything all torn up. So this is the wall where I think the ants are coming from. Like there's an ant right there toward the left on the baseboard. And I'm just trying to track them. And unfortunately with the Dyson, I love my Dyson, but the battery's dead right now, so it's recharging. So I can't vacuum anything until it's recharged. So I'm just trying to squash as many ants as I see. And the other thing I want to do is I'm going to spray this entire baseboard down with the EcoLogic, the pet-friendly bug spray. But before I do that, I have to take Stella upstairs because I don't want her to be down here for that. Here's Stella. Stella has been watching every move I make. Right, Stella? Stella is very interested in what's going on down here. A lot of the time she's just been sitting on here and watching from here, but like when I stop the vacuum and stuff, then she walks around and she has to smell everything and look at everything. And that's Stella, that's her personality. All the other cats are happily upstairs. Like the door to the upstairs is open and they're all happily upstairs. But Stella, she wants to know what's going on. Stella is a very inquisitive girl. She's very curious. And she wants a lot of knowledge, right, Stella? Because she's very intelligent, so she always likes learning. And the way Stella learns is by observation. She likes to watch, right, Stella? So Stella has been down here watching me. Stella's rubbing up against my legs right now because she's saying that's right. She loves watching what's going on because then she could learn and see what's going on, and she could tell all the others also, you know, because she knows what's going on, then she could gossip about it. Right, Stella? So, Stella's been a very, very good girl, but because I need to spray with bug spray, and even though it's pet-friendly bug spray, I don't like having the cats down here when I spray. I don't like having them down here until like everything has dried and aired out. So like the last time I sprayed down here, when I found that other trail of ants a few months ago, I kept the cats upstairs for like 2 days. And of course, after like one day, Stella kind of pushed her way downstairs and she made me chase her all the way around the room. And then finally I had to lure her upstairs. I think I scared her upstairs with the vacuum or something. So anyway, Stella, that's why you have to go upstairs, okay? You have to go upstairs because I need to spray for the bugs. I have to spray for bugs, okay, Stella? So you have to go upstairs because it's not healthy for you to spray the bug spray. It's okay for me. It's okay for me because I'm going to put some fans on and everything, but it's not okay for you because you're closer to the ground, Stella. Like, I'm way up here and you're way down there, right? So you're going to smell things a lot stronger. Plus, you're a cat. You have a better sense of smell than I do. So I'm not even going to smell like nearly as much stuff that you would smell. Honestly, that's true. Like humans, we would probably only smell a fraction of what the cats are going to smell when it comes to anything. Okay, Stella, so that's why you have to go upstairs, okay? So when you're upstairs, I want you to be nice to everybody, and I don't want you to bang on the door because, you know, I'm putting you up there because I don't want you down here. It's not safe for you down here, okay? Stella, you could come back. Well, you could come back down here after the smell goes away, okay? After the spray dries and the smell goes away, then you could come back downstairs, okay? We got a deal, Stella? Ring the bell. Can you ring the bell? Stella, will you ring the bell? Ring it. Ring it. Stella, if you ring that bell, you don't have to go upstairs. You could stay down here if you ring that bell. Ring the bell, Stella. You could stay down here. Okay, we're going to go upstairs. You didn't ring the bell. Oh, and there's one other thing that I want to mention. So, like, obviously all of these cats have very different personalities, and even when they were living outside, and Stella was a feral cat living outside, she still had her personality. Now, her personality being the way it is, being how, you know, Stella likes to see what's going on, she is very kind of nosy, you know? She wants to learn things. She's a very smart cat. I mean, think about that. All of those qualities explain why she wanted to come inside. Because I was inside and I had the food inside and I was bringing it out to her. So Stella, being the way she is, she said, I'm going to push myself inside that door and I'm going to see what's going on in there. I mean, she's still like that to this day. I just explained how a few months ago when I had to spray for bugs down here and they were all upstairs, she pushed her way down here to see what was going on. And every weekend when I go away, when I'm setting the cats up and I'm setting her, Splash and Simba up down here and Boo upstairs, she always pushes her way upstairs and she's like, no, I'm not going to be downstairs until she remembers that her food's down here, and then she comes down here. So that's Stella. That's her personality. And that's why one day she decided she's coming inside. She wants to see what's going on in here. And yeah, that's what happened. This is my beautiful leather sleeper sofa that is constantly covered now because of the cats. This is the sofa where the 3 round cat beds are. I love this sofa. It is so comfortable. I mean, it just looks comfortable. And it's comfortable as a sofa, and it's also comfortable as a bed. It pulls out into the most comfortable sleeper sofa bed ever. And the reason it's covered is because the cats started to destroy it. this is what the cats did to it. See that? They used it as a scratching post. So this arm is just like a pincushion. It looks like a pincushion. It's horrible. And on this side, see that? They're doing the same thing, or they were doing the same thing. Since it's been covered, they really have not been using it as a scratching post. Now, they did this even though they had scratching posts. Like, they've always had some kind of scratching post down here, but they still tore up the furniture. I have not even checked the back of this couch, and I don't even know what they've been doing back there. I just sprayed down the entire baseboard, top and bottom, with this EcoLogic ant and roach killer. And I was able to get a little bit of a charge on the Dyson and vacuum this entire area first. So that's what I did. The problem is that there is like hardly anything left in this can. Now, I thought I had another can, but I'm thinking maybe this is the other can that I had and I went through it. Another thing that I did today was take all of these crunchy feeders outside and hose them down and make sure that they're completely clean and free of any kind of crunchy dust or crunchy residue that could possibly attract ants. Let me show you what I got at Home Depot today. This is the EcoLogic Home Insect Control. This is basically just a larger version of the spray can that I had. They only had this large size. I would have bought the spray can if they had that, but they didn't have it. So I got this one. And they also had this. This is the EcoLogic Lawn and Yard Insect Killer Concentrate. And I already used this today. So basically what you do is you hook this up to the hose and then you spray like all around your house or your yard, and it's supposed to kill insects. So it says it's safe around children and pets. So what I did was I sprayed around all 4 sides of the house, and I sprayed in the landscaping area, so probably within 6 feet of the house. That's where everything is landscaped with bushes and flowers and everything, and that is what I sprayed down. There's still, I would say, well, on the side we could see there's that much left in this container, so I used pretty much the whole thing. I did a lot of spraying, and I hope it works. You know, the goal is just to keep the ants out of the house, so if I could put a perimeter around the house, that's good. I don't think there's any way to completely eliminate all ants from the yard because they're all over the neighborhood. They're coming from the woods. They're coming from everywhere. If I take a walk, I see like ant holes in the street and the sidewalks. I mean, this entire neighborhood is just like infested with ants. So that's that. It is 8:45 p.m. and all of the cats have been upstairs since this afternoon, and they're all staying upstairs now, at least until tomorrow, probably until the next day. I only have half of the rug downstairs shampooed because I have to wait for it to dry before I can move the furniture over. Anyway, so they're eating in the kitchen today, and Boo just started eating with them right away. There was no hesitation like downstairs. So I think this is good. It's more on his territory. Splash is in the living room right now. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm sure there'll be food left over for Splash. Stella snuck downstairs twice. She made it as far as the bottom of the stairs, but because there's like a fan on high and the dehumidifier is on high and it smells like cleaning products, she ran back up the stairs both times. Also because I was yelling at her to get back up the stairs. So all the cats have been bonding over the fact that they have no idea what's going on downstairs. So Stella and Simba ate their dinner and walked away, and Splash showed up. He took a few bites, then he walked away too. Boo's still working on his food. It's 10:27 p.m. I sat down on the couch for 5 minutes to take a break and to just check some email, and I look up and there's 3 cats staring at me. They're just sitting on the rug staring at me, so we're gonna have some crunchies right now. Okay, all of the cats have their crunchies. They're getting 2 rounds of crunchies and that's it. There's Stella, Simba, Splash, and there's Boo. We are on round 2 of the crunchies. They are getting half a tablespoon for each round, or maybe like 1 tablespoon. And it's Boo, Simba, Splash, and Stella. They're all in kind of like a semicircle. It is 3:49 p.m. and today I found some ants in the kitchen, like around the sink in the window. There's a window above the sink and I saw a bunch of ants around there. So I went into ant war mode in the kitchen, and I had to empty out a cabinet and wash a whole bunch of stuff down to make sure there are no ants around. I had to spray the inside of the window with the EcoLogic, and then I went outside. I sprayed the outside of the window with the Home Defense, and I went to Home Depot and I bought like ant stakes and all kind of other ant things to put outside. Like, I am at serious war with these ants. And then after I did that, I came back and then I said, I'm going to go out and get something to eat because I'm not eating in a kitchen where there's ants. And I needed to run a few other errands. And then I got a call from my office and I had to take care of some issues. And so that's why I had the gates up. So this is the door between the kitchen and the hallway. And I have gates from top to bottom. And on the bottom, there's only like a few inches of space. I would say maybe like 3 inches for the most. And Stella's trying to get herself under there. She is determined to get herself under that gate, but I don't want her to do that. Downstairs is still messed up because I still have to put everything back and finish shampooing the other half of the carpet. And this kitchen thing now, I'm dealing with the kitchen stuff, so it's just like the entire rest of my day is going to be dedicated to ants. Right, Stella? And I need you to be a good girl, Stella. I need you to be a good girl like all the other cats. All the other cats are good boys, right, Stella? They're good boys. Whatever I say, they go do. Simba and Splash are resting on the bed. Boo's resting in the cat tower. You could be like them, Stella. Go keep an eye on them. That's your job, Stella. Stella, I need you to keep an eye on all the other cats to make sure they're behaving. Remember, Stella, that's your job. I need you to make sure the other cats are behaving. There's no cats over here. I need you to go make sure the cats over there are behaving, okay? All right, Stella? Okay? We got a deal? Let's talk about ant control. So this is the Ortho Home Defense that I use on the outside of the house and on the outside of the windows and stuff like that. It works well on keeping ants away. However, it doesn't work that well because I used it like a month or two ago and the ants are back. So today what I did was I reapplied this around the house. I also went out and I bought more ant bait stakes because while it says it kills bugs, it's an indoor and perimeter. It says it protects the indoor and perimeter. It creates a bug barrier. What I don't think it does is I don't think it baits the ants. So I don't think the ants eat this and take it back to the colony and then kill the colony. And that's why I went out and I bought a set of 8 ant bait stakes, and I put those, there's 2 of those on each side of the house. And I also bought this. This is the Terro Ant Killer. Basically, this is the ant bait in just a little squeeze bottle. This is the best thing ever. I don't know why I didn't figure this out sooner, and I don't know why nobody told me sooner. So basically what this is ant food, but it's ant food laced with borax. And when they take this back to their colony, it ends up killing the colony, and that's what you want because it's the only way to win the war against ants is to kill the colony. So what I've been doing is I've been putting this in strategic places. Like I just walked around my yard, and if I see a trail of ants, I put a few drops of this down. The ants go crazy, they eat this, and they're going to take it back to the colony, and the colony is going to die. See that piece of wood? There's 1 drop of this ant bait on that piece of wood. Look at the ants. They're having a party around it. Look. Before it was a complete circle of ants around that 1 drop of bait. And there's other drops of bait here too. Do you see how they're going crazy? The ants are going crazy over this ant bait, which is great because earlier I would say I saw maybe 1/10 of the amount of ants that you're seeing here. And then I put a few drops down, and then all of a sudden they swarmed out of nowhere. But what I want them to do is I want them to eat the bait, and I want to take it back to the colony, and I want to kill off that colony. I just came inside and Simba had his whole head under this gate. For me, it's interesting to know that they can't get through an opening that small. I should measure that opening. I think it's about 3 inches most of the way. I think that right side is like 4 inches. I don't want them in the kitchen because I have to continue cleaning the kitchen. There's too much ant stuff going on. I'm trying to get the ants in the yard under control. Then I need to clean the kitchen cabinet where the ants are. After that's done, I have to go downstairs and finish shampooing the rug and moving furniture. Okay, here we have a dead leaf on the patio, and I put 2 drops of the Terro bait on the leaf. Do you see all of the ants on it? Look at all of those ants. Now, these are the really, really super tiny ants. The video might make them look bigger than they are, but they're super, super tiny. And I am getting such satisfaction out of this, out of feeding these ants. I can't even tell you how good I feel about this, because I want them to bring that bait back to the colony, and I want the colony to die. I mean, that's like a horrible thing, but it's the truth. That's how much I hate ants, because I don't want to live with them in my house. They could live anywhere else, but just not in my yard and not in my house. But the problem is that they're too stupid. Like, I can't just say, okay, go live somewhere else. They won't do that. And I also put 2 drops here on the patio, but it's hard to see them. But there's a whole bunch of ants eating there. But you can, it's much easier to see, like, look at all of those ants eating on this drop. It's crazy, it's like an ant party. I'm in love with this ant liquid because it has such a good effect on these ants. So what I'm gonna do is, like, every day I'm just gonna survey the yard. When I see a bunch of ants, I'm just gonna drop 1 or 2 drops, and then they're gonna eat it. And hopefully over time, it will greatly diminish the amount of ants that are in my yard and the amount of ants that try to get into the house. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.